Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got the final game of this four-game series between the Tampa Bay Devil Rays and Los Angeles Angels. And leading off for the visiting Devil Rays playing shortstop is Bartlett. Batting second, playing center field's Upton. Batting third, playing right field is Huff. Batting fourth, playing first base is Pena. Batting fifth, playing left field is Meadows. Batting sixth, playing third base is Longoria. Batting seventh, playing second base is Cantu. Batting eighth, on the catching is Navarra. And on the mound, the lefty, batting ninth, Blake Snell. And for the hometown Los Angeles Angels, we got Ken Castro joining us here. Yeah, this should be a great pitching matchup, is it right? You got leading off for the Angels playing left field, Otani. Batting second, playing second, Grich. Batting third, playing center field, Trout. Batting fourth, playing first base, Gloss. Batting fifth, playing right field, Sullivan. Batting sixth, playing third base is DeSensei. Batting seventh on the catch of Molina. And batting eighth, playing shortstop is Fergosi. And on the mound, doing the pitching, the righty. Like Ken said, should be a hell of a pitching matchup. Dean. So let's get down here to the field and get this party started.
Chance.
And I'll lead it off here for the Devil Rays is Bartlett batting .220 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs. This is Dean Chance's fourth start of the year. He's 0-1 with a 2.25 ERA. Here's the pitch to Bartlett. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Trout. He makes the catch for out number 1. And BJ Upton comes to the plate. Upton batting .207 with 3 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Otani makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 fly balls, 2 outs here to start the game. Now you can see the dice roll. Sorry about that. And now you got Huff up, batting .282 with no homers and 0 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. So all the 3 outfielders are going to make a play here. What does Sullivan do? With the 24 and the 3, that should be Philly come one, and that's going to be a fly out to Sullivan. So 3 fly balls, 3 outs. And the Rays go down in order 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the first. Tampa Bay, nothing. Angels coming to the plate with Otani, Grich, and Trout. See the team comparisons. Tampa Bay's at 4-11 with 52 runs scored, 19 homers, and no stolen bases been caught once. And the Angels are 8-7 with 71 runs scored, 23 homers, 10 stolen bases, and 2 caught stealings. Otani batting .296, 3 homers and 4 RBIs. And Blake Snell, also his fourth start of the year. He is 1-1 with a 0.78, 1-1 with an ERA under 1 and 3 other starts. Amazing, ain't it? And here's the pitch to Otani. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Snell strikes out his first batter he faces for out number 1. And Bobby Grich comes to the plate now, batting .220 with 6 homers and 13 RBIs. That's going to be a fly ball out to Upton. And there's quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the inning. Trout, can he get a 2-out rally started, batting .218 with 4 homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a strikeout. So he gets 2 out of the 3 and strikes. We go to the top of the second in a 0-0 game. You got Pena due up, Meadows and Longoria. See Tampa Bay, they leave LA here and go to Texas for a 3-game series. And then after that, these Angels come to Florida and take on Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. Pena's batting .273 with 5 homers and 13 RBIs. And that's going to be the first base runner of the game. And that's the one thing that could hurt old Dean here is the walks. So you got a base on balls to start this second inning. And Meadows comes to the plate, batting .343, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And just like that, Meadows squares it up. So the walks can cost you, folks. See what happens here. And that ball is blasted out into left field. And that's going to be a triple, RBI triple. Out in the left, Ohtani can't quite get to it. Rolls around, and just like that, Tampa Bay is up 1-0. And in this game, I think you got to bring the infield in. Try to keep that run from scoring, keep crooked numbers off. As David Lando joins us here. How you been, David? And Longoria's up. He's batting .167 with 2 homers and 4 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 61 and a 10. That's going to be fielding column 2. And they're going to get the runner out at home on that ground ball. So having an infield in pays off. Now you got a runner down at first and 1 out. And Jorge Cantu is up. And he is batting .114 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And a double play could get Dean out of this mess. And that's just what the doctor ordered. Ball's hit down to Fergosi, over to Gritch, over to Troy. 6-4-3 double play, but the RBI triple gives Tampa Bay a 1-0 lead. So we go to the bottom of the second. You got Gloss, Sullivan, and DeSense due up here. Troy off to an awesome start, batting .389, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls, and it bit Dean. The same thing with Snell. These walks could cost him here. And now you got Tim Sullivan up, and he's also off to a great start, batting .368 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. 18, 1 and 8. Yeah. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. They'll get the runner out at second. So that'll be a 1-6 put out. Now there's 1 out. Sullivan at first and DeSense up. And DeSense is batting .226 with 4 homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop up straight up the chute. Wouldn't be a homer in a phone booth. Now there's quickly 2 down. The runner's still down at first. And can Benji Molina do something here? He is struggling, folks. He is 1 for 15, batting .067 with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a base hit. Line drive in the left field. And Sullivan, is he going to make it down the third? He's going to stop at second. So now you got first and second with 2 down. And as soon as I say something bad, Molina comes through. Brings up Jim Fergosi now with a runner in scoring position. Can these Angels tie this game up? Fergosi, if Benji was struggling, Fergosi is just ice cold. He is 0 for 16, no homers, no RBIs. And that's going to be 19. And that's going to be popped up down the third. Longoria makes the catch. And the Angels strand too. We go to the top of the third. It's 1-0. Devil Rays. You got Navarro, Snell, and then back to Bartlett at the top of the order. And Navarro's batting .133, no homers and 3 RBIs. That's going to be a ground ball down the Jim Fergosi over to Troy for out number 1. And Blake Snell steps up to the plate, and he's 0 for 5 on the year. And that's going to be another walk. You got walk the pitcher. Is that going to bite you in the butt? That brings up Bartlett now. Bartlett flew out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be another fly out to center field. Trout's got it. And there's 2 down. Snell still down at first for BJ Upton, who hit that RBI triple, I think. No, he didn't. Who did hit that RBI triple? Now that was Bartlett. Upton, he flew out the left. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Fergozzi. He goes the short way to second, and that'll end the inning. So the walk doesn't cost him this time. We go to the bottom of the third. And we got the bottom part of the order due up here. And see what Dean can do here.
Chance.
And Dean Chance is 0 for 7 on the year, followed by Otani and Grit. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Snell strikes him out. He doesn't walk his counterpart. That'll be out number 1. And we're back to the top of the order in Otani. And he struck out his first time up. That's going to be a rare play, a 40 and a 16. And that's going to be a ball 1. So Snell falls behind Otani. Can he take advantage of this 1-0 pitch? And that's going to be a base on balls. Another walk here. Let's see if the Angels can cash in. And 25. Do they want to hit and run? They're going to hit and run instead of a straight up steal. So a little hit and run here. Rich is 0 for 1, flew out his first time up, and that's a swing and a miss, so it's going to turn into a stolen base. So that'll be a -3 of 25. 25. That'll be a 51 or lower. He's safe, and he's in there with a stolen base. So the hit and run doesn't work, but Otani's fast enough to get down to second. Now there's 1 out, 0-1 pitch to Gritch. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bobby. That's going to be a wild pitch, and all of a sudden now you got a runner down at third and only 1 out. And they're going to bring the infield in, and Bobby now has a 1-1 count. So here's the 1-1 count to Gritch. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. 31 and a 1 should be fielding column 2. Barely filling column 2. Out to right field. And a 3. We'll re-roll the dice here. A 5. It's going to be a 45. So a 31 for a sacrifice fly. That'll be a 61 or lower. This ball game's tied, and this is a tie ball game. So the stolen base and the wild pitch leads to a run here as Bobby Gritch gets a sacrifice fly, and it's 1 apiece. Now Mike Trout's up with 2 outs and nobody on. And Trout's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that ball is high. How far is this one going to go, folks? And that ball is kiss it goodbye. Mike Trout has just homered here for the 5th time this year and has given the Angels a 2-1 lead. Somehow the wheels fell off quickly here. Base on ball is a wild pitch. Troy Gloss is up. He walked his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Snell bounces back from the homer, but 2 runs come across the plate, and we get to the top of the 4th. It's 2-1 Angels. You got Huff, Pena, and Meadows due up to 3, 4, 5 hitters. And Huff is 0 for 1 today. And that ball is crushed. And he drives that ball down the first baseline, turns on it. And that's a fair ball, and that's going to be a leadoff double. And now you got a runner in scoring position with nobody out and Pena up. And Pena is walked and came around to score the only run of the ball game for Tampa Bay so far. And he gets a hold of this, and all of a sudden this pitching duel is turning into a hitter's game. And that ball is driven, let's see, against a righty at 21. And that is going to be hit in the right field. Sullivan gets over, cuts it off, holds it to a single, and Huff with his speed is going to stop at third with nobody out. No use getting thrown out at the plate. And now it's going to force the Angels to bring the infield in. Runners on the corner. And Meadows is up, and he hit that RBI triple his first time up. Infield in, nobody out in a 2-1 game. And that's going to be a infield in. That's going to be a fly out to left field with the infield in. 38, and he's not going to chance it, so that's just going to be a fly out. The runners stay put. There's one down now, and Longoria's up, and they're keeping the infield in. Longoria's 0 for 1. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up, and that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound at 25 and a 1. Might be fielding 2. 25. Yep, that's fielding column 2 with the infield in. That's going to be hit back to the mound. He looks to runner back to third. Fires over to first. And now you got second and third with 2 outs, and the run still hasn't scored yet. Can Dean pitch around this mess? And Jorge's up now. He is 0 for 1. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. And that's going to be hit down to Fergozzi again. He fires over to first. And that'll end the inning, folks.
Chance
is able to pitch around this mess. Keeps this a 2-1 ball game. So here we go. It's still a pitcher's duel. He says it wasn't looking pretty at the beginning of that inning. Now we go to the bottom of the fourth. You got Sullivan, DeSensei, and Molina due up here in a 2-1 ball game. And Tim's 0 for 1. He grounded into a fielder's choice first time up. That's going to be a swing and a miss. That's SNELL's 5th strikeout of the game. That brings up the Sensei now, who is 0 for 1. He popped up his first time up. And Doug has a swing and a miss, and SNELL's starting to rack up the strikeouts, folks. And here comes Molina now. Can he strike the side out? Molina got a single his first time up. Not this time. That's going to be a ground ball down the second. That'll end the inning. And the Angels go down in order. To the top of the 5th we go. At the bottom part of the order due up here for the Devil Rays. You've got Navarra, Snell, and then the order turns over with Bartlett. Navarra 0 for 1. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby. He picks it up, tosses it over to first, and there's one down. And Blake's up now. Snell, he walked his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Otani comes in, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And Bartlett comes to the plate now, 0 for 2. He's flown out to center both times up. That's going to be against the righty at 23. And that's another fly ball out to center. Trout says you might want to hit it somewhere else, Bartlett. I got your number today. So that's a 1, 2, 3 top of the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth with the Angels leading 2-1. And you got Fergozzi, Dean, and Otani due up. And Fergozzi's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Pena.
Chance.
And he takes it himself. Steps on the bag for out number 1.
Chance.
And Dean Chance comes to the plate, a strikeout victim his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. And there's quickly 2 down here in the fifth. And we're back to the top of the order here. And Otani, what happened here? Fly ball out the left. Otani's 0 for 1. He has a walk. He stole a base and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be another base on balls. And he's just going to outright try to steal this time. Remember, the last time was on a busted hit and run. So he's going to try to steal here. What did we say it was? A 60. Was it 51? 51 or lower. And he's thrown out this time. Navarra throws him out. And that'll end the inning. And we go to the top of the sixth. It's still a 1-run game. You got the top of the order due up, the 2, 3, 4 hitters. CLA's upcoming schedule. They stay here at home to play Baltimore for 3 games. And then they travel, like I said, down to Tampa Bay to take on the Rays after that. Upton's up. He's 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch to BJ. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that's Dean's first strikeout of the game. That'll bring up Huff. And Huff is 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. And that's going to be a rare play, a 14 and a 40. And that's going to be a strike as Huff just looks at it. So here's the 0-1 pitch to Huff. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And now Dean's starting to get the strikeouts. That's 2 in a row here. And the top of the sixth, can he strike the side out? Pena's 1 for 1. He's walked. And Single came around the score back in the second. And he gets a hold of this one again. Pena having a damn good day against Dean. And that ball is driven into the gap, a 2-out double. And now you got the tying run down at second. Go ahead, run at the plate. And Meadows has got the only RBI this game. He had an RBI triple back in the third, 1 for 2. And that's going to be against the righty, a 21 and a 9. And that's going to be fine. That should be fielding column 2, I would think. Yep. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Troy's got it, tosses it over to Dean covering, and that ends the inning. To the bottom of the sixth we go. And we got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. Bobby was up when Otani got thrown out stealing. Gritch is 0 for 1. He does have a sacrifice fly in this game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Snell strikes him out for out number 1. And Mike Trout comes to the plate. He hit a homer his last time up. He's 1 for 2 to give the Angels the lead. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Snell strikes him out. That's strikeout number 8 for Snell. And Troy comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He has yet to put the ball in play. He's walked and struck out. And he still got to put the ball in play because Snell gets his 9th strikeout of the game. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 2-1 LA. You got Longoria due up, followed by Jorge and Navarra. And Longoria's 0 for 2 today. Not anymore, as that's a leadoff double. And just like that, Tampa Bay's in business here in the top of the 7th. With the Runner in scoring position. Ty run at second. Go ahead, run at the plate. Jorge's 0 for 2. He is grounded out to short both times up. And that's going to be a big strikeout by Dean. Now there's one out. The runner still down at second. And Navarro comes up. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. And not this time. Navarro gets a hold of this one. This could tie the ball game up. That's going to be a blast in the left field. And that's going to score the runner a RBI double. And it's a 2-2 ball game. And we're going to have to pitch hit here for Snell with the runner down there at second. And they are going to get the bullpen up as Dean's given up back-to-back doubles here. Let's see who's going to come off the bench. Mr. Morrison's going to come off the bench, I think. Morrison's going to come off the bench. The lefty try to give these Rays a lead here. And Logan Morris is 0 for 5 on the year. One down, a runner down at second in a tie ball game. Here's the pitch to Morrison. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Actually, that's a line drive at short. And Navarro gets back. No double play. But now there's 2 outs and the runner's still down at second. And then it's up to Bartlett to try to break this 2-2 tie. And Bartlett is 0 for 3. He's flown out the Trout all 3 times. And that's not going to be the first time he hasn't. That's a fly ball. Sullivan in the gap. He calls for it out in right field. But the RBI double by Navarro ties this ball game up as we go to the 7th inning, 2-2. Got the righties due up here. Let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen. And Alex is going to come out of the bullpen, I believe, here. Yep.
Colomé.
So Colomé, Alex Colomé is going to come out of the bullpen. Try to keep this a tie ball game. So Snell will get a no decision. And Colomé comes out here. Let's see. Where's Alex at? There he is. And this is Colomé's 5th appearance. He's 0-1 with a 6.35 ERA. He'll have Solomon, the sensei, and Molina due up. And Solomon is 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Pena. He takes it himself. Steps on the bag for out number 1. That brings up Doug the sensei now. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Alex strikes him out for out number 2. And that's going to be it for Molina. And Brian Downing's going to come out and pitch it for Molina. So, he'll stay in the game to catch. And Brian's batting 317, off to a great start this year. No homers and 6 RBIs, 2 down, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Brian, and that's going to be a base on balls. So the go-ahead runs down at first, and Jim Fergosi comes to the plate. Can Fergosi keep this merry-go-round? Going. He's 0 for 2 today, and that's going to be a pop-up. Down the third, I think. Yep, that's a swing and a miss. Alex strikes him out with that K. We go to the top of the eighth. It's still a 2-2 ball game. You got the top of the order, the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here.
Chance.
And Upton, followed by Huff and Pena against Chance. And BJ is 0 for 1, and we need a catcher in the game, don't we? Gotta bring Brian in here. And here's the pitch to BJ. He struck out his last time up, and that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Otani calls for it near the line, makes the catch. There's 1 down, and Huff comes to the plate now. He's 1 for 3 with a double in this game. He struck out his last time up also, and that's going to be a fly ball. This one out the Trout. And there's quickly 2 down here in the eighth, and a 2-2 game. And Carlos Pena comes up. He has a perfect 2 for 2. He's walked, doubled, and came around the score back in the second. And that's going to be a fly ball. And that'll be called out there by Solomon. So all 3 outfielders make a put out. And the Rays go down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the eighth. To the bottom of the eighth we go in a 2-2 tie. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for Dean to lead off the inning, followed by Otani and Grich. See who's going to come off the bench here. Try to get something going here in the eighth. And Figgins is going to come off the bench here. Try to get on. Can Mr. Figgins get aboard here? The switch hitter here comes up. And he'll be followed by Otani and Grich. And Figgins is 0 for 5 on the year. Can he get his first hit of the year? Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a base on balls, and the Angels will take it. So they got the go-ahead run down at first. Top of the order up here. Do we do a little hit and run here, or just do a straight up steal? We're going to do a hit and run here. Get the runner in motion. Otani is 0 for 1 today. He has walked twice, got 1 stolen base, been caught stealing, and came around the score once. And that's going to be against the left or righty, a 21 and a 8. The runner down at first. .33. That's going to be a fly out in the shallow left field. Longoria goes back, makes the catch, and the runner gets back to first. And now there's 1 out. Bobby Grich is up. Now Figgins might just take off and try to get in scoring position. It'll be a 27. 53 or lower. He's safe. He's in there with the stolen base. Now the go-ahead run is down at second for Bobby Grich. Grich is 0 for 2. He does have a sacrifice fly in this game. He did strike out his last time up. And here's the pitch to Bobby. And that's going to be might be a wild pitch. Nope. It's going to be a rare play. A 22 and a 36. 22 and a 36. And that's going to be hit down the short. Bartlett's down there. And that's not going to be good. That's a single, 3 short runners going to score. And it is now a 3-2 game as Bobby Gritch comes through with the base hit. And now leads this game. The Angels do 3-2. And Mike Trout's up now with a runner down at first. And a 3-2 game. The Angels would like to get some insurance runs here. And Trout, he is 1 for 3 with a homer in this game. Can he deliver again? He did strike out his last time up. And not this time. That ball is high. That ball is far. Upton turns around, watches this one leave the park, folks. And just like that, a 2-2 game has turned into a 5-2 game. As Alex is getting shellacked here in the 8th. Now Troy Gloss comes up. He is 0 for 2. He has walked and struck out twice, has yet to put the ball in play. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Alex strikes him out, so he still hasn't put the ball in play. Alex bounces back, but the 2-run homer's already been hit, folks. Now there's 2 down, and Tim Sullivan's up. He's 0 for 3. He is grounded into a fielder's choice, struck out, and grounded out to first. And that's going to be a rare play, a 52 and a 40. And that's going to be ball 1. So he falls behind on Tim. Can Tim take advantage of this 0-1 pitch? And nope, he comes back. Alex does and strikes him out. So after the 2-run homer, strikes the next 2 batters out. We go to the top of the 9th. It's a 5-2 ball game. And Harvey's going to be making his way into the game here. Let's see if we're going to make any defensive changes here. See who we got can play first here. Troy's not a very good fielding first baseman. So Wally World's going to come in for Troy. And actually, Wally's going to bat in the 9 spot. So Wally will bat in the 9 spot. And Harvey will come in and bat in Troy's spot. That's what we'll do. We'll do a double switch here, bringing him in. So Gloss comes out. Harvey comes in. Gotta love not having a DH making decisions like that. At least I do. So Harvey's going to come in. He'll bat in the 4 spot. And Wally World will come in and he'll bat in the 9 spot. So we got a new pitcher, a new first baseman. Wally at first. Harvey on the mound making his 5th appearance. He's got 2 saves with a 4.5 ERA. He's got Meadows, Longoria, and Jorge Cantu due up. And Meadows is 1 for 3 with an RBI triple in this game. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Harvey gives up a leadoff homer, folks, and makes this a 5-3 ball game. These Rays are going down quietly. And now Longoria's up. He's 1 for 3 with a double his last time up and came around to score. Can Harvey settle down here? And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a deep fly ball out the left field. Ohtani at the wall makes the catch. Harvey's not fooling a damn soul yet, but that's an out. A loud out, but an out. Is this Jorge? Let's see here. He is 0 for 3 today. Let's see. Ben Zobrist is going to come in and pitch hit for Cantu. Even though I don't, if I remember right, Ben's not having that great of a start to this year, if I remember right. Neither one of these second basemen's hitting well. Ben's hitting a little better, batting 222 compared to Jorge's 105. So he's going to come in here and pitch hit. one down in a 5-3 ball game. And Ben, like I say, batting 222 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch that's over, and that's going to be a ground ball down the Gritch. He's got it. Fires over to first, and there's two down. And Tampa Bay's down to their last at bat. And Navarro is going to bat for himself. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI double his last time up. And he gets a hold of this one. This game ain't over yet, folks. Navarro belts this one in the right field, and he's got himself another double, 2-out double. This game's getting a little interesting. That'll be it for Alex. See who's going to come off the bench now with the tying run at the plate. Let's see. They don't have a lot of pop on the bench, that's for sure. No, they don't. Now, yeah, their bench is weak. I guess Randy Wynn's going to come off the bench, and Wynn is not hitting worth a crap. So Wynn's going to come off the bench to switch hitting Wynn. He'll bat from the left side. See if Randy can keep his game alive. And Randy is 0 for 23, folks. Oh, my. Here's the pitch to Wynn. And that's going to be against the righty at 23 and a 10 with a runner down at second. And that is going to end the ball game as he pops this one up down the short, gets under it. Fergosi waits for the rainmaker to come down, makes the catch, and that's your ball game. And Wynn is pissed off at himself. He had one to hit, folks, and popped it up. And that's your ball game. The Angels win 5-3. Give these Rays credit. They are fighters, man. They are a bunch of fighters. Take a look here at the box score. And the Angels, 5 runs on 4 hits and no errors. Tampa Bay, 3 runs, out hit the Angels, doubled the output of hits, but couldn't score. 3 runs on 8 hits and no errors. You had Pena and Meadows both going 2 for 4. They was 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Old Meadows, he tried to carry this team. He had a triple and a homer in this game. He had 2 RBIs. They left 6 men on base. You had Mike Trout going 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. The Angels only had 2 opportunities with runners in scoring position and cashed in 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. They only left 3 men on base. They took the advantage of the chances they had and capitalized. Snell gets a no decision. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, struck out 9, gave up a homer. And Alex comes in. He goes to 0-2, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a homer. And Dean gets his first win of the year. He goes to 1-1, 8 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, struck out 3. Harvey comes in, made it interesting, gives up 2 hits and 1 run and a homer, and gets the save. Like I say, made it interesting. Take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard in the American League now. And now the Yankees are 3.5 games up on Baltimore. The Jays and Red Sox are 5.5 games back. And with the loss, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays fall to 8.5 games back. And in the Central, you got the Kansas City Royals are a game and a half up on the Twins, Indians, and Tigers. And the Chicago White Sox are 4.5 games back. And with the win, the Rangers are only a game and a half up on the Angels now, with Seattle and Oakland 4.5 games back. Darren Estrada still leading the American League with a 375 average. You got three batters with 6 homers. That's Gritch, Ramirez, and Robinson. And now Bobby Gritch is tied with Boog Powell with 15 RBIs. So Bobby Gritch leading in homers and RBIs. Off to a great start. Zach Greinke for the Kansas City Royals with a 0.75 ERA leading the American League. Got 4 pitchers here with 3 wins. And John Wetland leading the American League with 6 saves. And now Mike Trout's leading in the MVP voting. And Tim Wakefield's leading in the Cy Young. The next game on the channel is going to be in the National League game. Let's see who it's going to be. And it looks like it's going to be, we're going to keep to the Florida. It's going to be the Florida Marlins going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks in Arizona. Let's see how many game series this is. 1, 2, 3. It's a 4-game series also. 4-game series between the Florida Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And it looks like it's going to be the Train, Dante Willis, going up against the Kennedys. Oh, Kennedy. So I want to thank Ken Castro, David Lando for joining us here today. And probably turn around and do another game right away. So tune in for that. And if you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and bell. It helps the channel out and don't cost a dime. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.